So Eddie Hearn released some information about Francis Ngannou possibly fighting Anthony Joshua in the future. Said that he tried to contact his team about certain things about a possible fight, and he didn't hear anything back. So from what I'm getting on things, from what I'm gathering, he also said that Fury was possibly looking to fight Ngannou after the fight with Usyk, which he feels that it's almost guaranteed that that Fury will fight Ngannou after the Usyk fight, possibly towards the end of 2024. He said, especially in his case, if he was Fury's team, that's definitely what he would do. Which means he's heard some things, he knows the business. So he said basically, he's on the outside looking in for 2024, and Ngannou doesn't have him as an option. And Ngannou's already talked to Wilder probably more than a year ago. So that's definitely puts Deontay Wilder in the driver's seat as far as being the next opponent outside of Tyson Fury that Ngannou will possibly face. So I'm pretty sure at this point right now, like I've said recently, AJ's trying to keep himself in the driver's seat. He wants basically to stay in the spotlight or to stay available and let it be known that he's someone who basically can contribute to a big fight. He still wants to be looked at as a big name, especially with his promotion team. They put a lot of power on him because not a lot of power, but they put a lot of pressure on him because they feel like he's the only thing for them that can deliver the goods, and a lot of time he can't really handle it, and sometimes he'll fold, but in other situations he's come through. But I don't know, it's just a lot of things going on, him changing trainers and different things like that, and with Ngannou coming in and being so technical and well put together and looking better than most boxers. Just something that brings a lot of questions out, you know what I'm saying, as far as is Anthony Joshua still a big name when you add in Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou feels like it, you know what I'm saying. He said multiple times that Anthony Joshua is someone he definitely would like to consider for a fight. He feels like Anthony Joshua is a big name still, someone you should take serious. So I definitely feel like that fight will happen. Yeah, I definitely think with him putting those plans out there for Anthony Joshua, as far as with Wilder and Ngannou, I mean, that's enough money right there, man. If you got those fights right there, I hope you don't mess yourself up with this Otto Wallin fight, because you do that, it's not gonna be a good look going into a Wilder fight, and you got all these guys you're losing to. It ain't gonna be no fun in the fight after a while. So hopefully they don't get greedy like Fury almost did against Ngannou. Now they're trying to hurry up and do the Fury versus Usyk fight. And I've been saying they should have did that fight last year, this year. They said December was gonna happen, then it turned around February. Hopefully February it'll happen. Hopefully. Because if Fury wouldn't have got up from that Ngannou knockdown, it would have been a whole different story. If he would say, oh, well, he won. Yeah, he won. Yeah, he won, but it was a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game. He won, but it was almost something different that happened out there. So Eddie Hearn, he has many concerns. I know that's something that kind of made him nervous. I know he was joking with Fury about how he looked against Ngannou and how the Usyk fight won't do nothing, but he's found himself in the same scenario. That's why a lot of these promoters, they sit up here and play around, but they gonna be nervous. They gonna be nervous leading up to the fight. Definitely gonna be nervous. I don't understand though, man. If he would have had fought Wilder a long time ago, nobody would even care about that fight right now. Who would have already moved on, and you could have had the Otto Wallin fight without nobody even caring about a Wilder and Joshua fight. You see, nobody asking about Fury and Wilder already because it happened. They're probably still talking about it, but they ain't asking about it. It happened already. I don't know, they keep finding themselves in situations that ain't too ideal. They keep finding themselves in situations, but him giving out the information about Fury and Ngannou having a fight later on, that's technically breaking news. So Eddie Hearn says that Fury and Ngannou will have a fight late towards 2024. It's really a guesstimation, but he's been in the business a very long time, so you can kind of hang his hat on that, even though he's not dealing directly with the fight. He's still with professionals. These guys are professionals, experts. They put on a lot of big fights, as Matchroom and DAZN just did with Regis Prograis and Devin Haney. So this is definitely something that I'm taking not lightly. I'm taking this, I'm remembering this information because that's kind of where I'm leaning towards too, because for what I've heard, Frank Warren said the same thing, so I'm not really gonna go towards the fact that, well, he's fighting Usyk now. Frank Warren has already said that Tyson Fury wants that fight very bad, and it's something that he's looking towards, and he's definitely going to weigh his options when it comes to that, but it's definitely something that Tyson Fury wants before he hangs it up. Is a rematch with Ngannou. And a lot of people would like to see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the fight will still have his kind of... People still might be asking for that Ngannou. Well, I know people are going to be asking for that Ngannou fight afterwards, but I don't know. The only thing I can take from it is it made Ngannou a bigger star and brought another big name to boxing. So that's the good thing, you know what I'm saying? I can joke about it and everything else, but that's what it did at the end of the day. As long as he's happy, you know what I'm saying? Ngannou came to boxing and try other things because he wanted to get treated as a fairly as far as with payment and different things like that. He can care less about all the other stuff. He just want to compete, but he definitely wants to be compensated for his work, you know what I'm saying, after what he's done as far as in combat for the last few years, and that's basically a goal he's going to be meeting that he set, which is a great thing, you know what I'm saying. But Anthony Joshua's put himself in a position where he's carrying the whole company now, like as Wilder would said, and now he has to realize that putting together obligations, when you're a big name like that and people say, oh yeah, I'm gonna fight this guy, just like it's a lot of guys like that. Well, Bivol's fighting Arthur, you know what I'm saying, and he also has a situation where he's lining up fights. It's difficult when a guy's trying to line up fights and he has a decent name in front of him, a formidable opponent. Because Hector Garcia did the same thing with Lamont Roach, and Lamont Roach was like, nah, buddy. And Hector Garcia was like, yes, I am. And Lamont Roach took his belt. Said, no, you're not. So it's situations where, I don't know, man. Guys got to figure out, like, hey, I need to go ahead and set this up now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff trying to get built up, and you try to build up something, it's going to be gone. But it's definitely helping the sport of boxing with Ngannou having plans like that. But that goes to show you that he helped speed up a lot of these fights and plans and things like that. They were going to try to milk it to the end. They've been trying to milk it. Now that I see that they was like, oh well, Tyson Fury, he didn't feel like doing this and that. They were milking it. Now I see now they were milking it. That's gonna be a whole nother story, but that definitely goes to show they can milk the process if they want to. And it's definitely been going on. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.